Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. I'm your trusted DM, Brian, and with me are my Hard Slingers.
What's up?
Yeah. Episode 5 of Riders on the Storm.
5 already? Wow.
It is 5, and you guys are currently aboard the Fire Anvil, captained by One-Eyed Jack, short for Jacqueline. Yes, she is a girl. Looking hot. She gets freaky with that eye socket, too.
I don't want to think of that.
Yeah, I have questions.
Yes.
About the eye socket.
Okay.
I don't want to know the answers.
So you guys
might.
You guys have been underway for probably about 6 hours or so. You guys have helped out. You guys done some of the deckhand duties, helped out with the ballistas, swapped the decks, helped scrape off some of the barnacles and whatnot that have collected on the side. Most of the thing, though, is the ship seems to really haul ass, and there are no oars in the water. There's no sails, but the propulsion of the vehicle is just, it's still unclear as to what's driving this thing.
Is it like magic?
I don't know what it is.
I'm going to guess it's magic.
Outside of that, Edinger has kind of broken himself off from the rest of the crew. He came back up from the galley where he was meeting with One-Eyed, and he's just kind of hanging out at the bow of the ship, just kind of watching the waves, keeping an eye on the horizon. Rafu had just recently come back up from beneath in the captain's quarters where he acquired something that did not belong to him, much to Eldin's surprise.
Rafu had to do some creeping.
And that's where we are.
Check out that eye socket.
That's right.
All the rest of the deckhands are kind of positioned themselves around the vessel. You got Baalz, the Minotaur, with his silver gleaming horns. He's at the helm of the ship, and he's piloting this thing, and it's going fast and steady.
We got balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall. So go ahead and place your individuals where you think that you would like to have them.
Could you?
Do you have any?
You put my guy on the starboard side, puking.
I'm probably going to go up on the bow.
Is this where you would be? That'll be fine. I'm good
Maybe
there.
try to do a Titanic moment here.
Okay. You see that Edinger's just kind of extremely forlorn.
Oh, cool. I was going to go over there, too.
I would like to walk up to Edinger and say, why the long face?
You shouldn't be so surprised. You know where we're heading, don't you?
Oh, yeah, but,
Not much, actually.
I mean, we know that the island is...
Damned.
Sounds... I mean,
The name alone.
if we want to get technical, sure. But, I mean, you're exceptionally down about this.
You know, every night I have these nightmares that haunt me. They have for the past 3 years over what's happened to me back on that island. And for the life of me, I don't even remember how I got off the island. I just remember in my dreams I'm being chased through this dark jungle, and I hear other members of my team screaming behind me. One by one, their screams die off until there's only silence behind me. And I'm just running towards a beach, and as I start clearing through the jungle, I'm just about to touch the sand, and something claw-like grabs me by the shoulder and pulls me back in. And every morning, I wake up soaked in sweat, thinking about those moments. The rest of it's just a fog to me, and whatever's there, I don't think that we should be going back. This is a mistake.
I don't think we asked you this yet, but what was your initial goal the first time you went out there?
The initial goal was to locate the Soul Crucible.
The Soul Crucible, like what we're doing now.
Yes.
Did you get any hints of its location on the island?
Oh, I knew where it was at.
Then why didn't you get it?
I barely left there with my life.
I'm sorry.
There wasn't much I could do. I just remember stones and hissing, darkened jungles. Even in the middle of the day, the jungle is almost pitch. The whispers, everything. You know, I remember when we first arrived there, we landed in a cove, and my team and I, we started setting up camp. But because it was so late in the day, we decided that we weren't going to go off venturing yet. We had to get our supplies ready. We woke the next morning and one of our team members was missing. And as we started going through the jungle, we started losing people. Only 3 of us actually made it to the Temple of Grumon.
Losing to what?
I don't know. But it became apparent that whatever it was tracking us. Something very feral in that jungle was tracking us. We barely made it to the temple.
We'll just have to watch out for that then.
Yes. I lost another one, and we called it at that point. We pulled a plug. Sorry, we don't have plugs back then.
Bad analogy.
We decided to cut our losses at that point. There was just too much blood. And beyond that, the decision, I don't even remember how far I was into the temple when we made the decision to leave. I just remember hastily trying to run through the jungle. My cohort never made it to the beach.
At least we have an accomplished monster hunter on our team. I hear good things about Novacek.
Yes.
Rally, we're going to
He's
be
a good
okay,
ranger.
right?
I don't know.
Ruby is looking very grim-faced right now. Trying to comfort Edinger, but
He is
mostly doing it to comfort
extremely
himself.
unconsolable. I mean, he is just down at this point. He feels as though he's being brought back to some place that's just a hole in his chest cavity.
Well, Ruby, let's take it one step at a time. We got to worry about getting there first, and then we can figure out what's next.
Okay, well, if you need anything, Edinger, just let us know.
Yes.
And then I'll walk away.
Thank you, Ruby. Actually, Ruby,
Yes?
if you would be so kind with your brave heart, would you please stand guard by me?
Yes, sir, of course.
Thank you. I believe in you.
Thank you. I look all star-eyed up at him. Just
You hear a crow in the distance screeching
he claps in
by.
approval.
He's crowing with happiness.
Must be close to land.
That was a seagull. It was a
Yeah,
seagull.
that's one of the parrots on
That
board.
was a seagull. We can use it for
Vratislav,
real effect.
what are you doing at this moment?
Right now, milling about in the middle of the trimaran here, doing whatever is asked of me. Scrubbing decks, fastening lines, all that good stuff.
You see Baalz from the navigation wheel look down on you and, that's my boy, yes. Scrub those decks, get that blood off. Get it off now. We haven't had one of you newbies around for a while. When you're done, you can shine my horn. Yes. Keep on going. I love it.
I keep scrubbing as I was before.
He looks at you and he's got a good game face. I can't wait to see him later this evening.
Oh boy.
Bye.
Oh, don't get so full of yourself. At night, when all the deeds have been done and all the chores are put to rest, we gamble like nobody's business.
Oh, well, in my mind, too.
Are we gambling for keeps?
I'm excited for that, but I know there's also another member of the party that likes to gamble.
Oh, I can't be quite the warrior like you, though, eh, dog? Slop that mop around, boy.
And in my head, I
He
think,
throws
I don't
the
know.
wheel.
What do you wear, plate?
I do wear plate. No, I wear a chainmail.
He throws the
chainmail.
wheel real
Okay.
hard to port and kind of makes everybody lurch and grabs some kind of a railing and just lets out this bellowing laughter.
Oh, this
just
crazy
having a
captain.
great
He's
time.
losing his mind.
Totally. Eldin, what's going on?
Well, I would have turned my attention to Baalz when he talked about gambling, and I would have seen the previously pale half-orc now puking over the side of the ship.
Are you seasick?
A little bit. Lot of bit.
And then I'm going to make my way towards towards Rafu. And then, so, like, how bad is the puke? Like,
It's
Like, you
everywhere.
just haven't stopped? Am I convinced that you've already emptied your chest cavity and you're still
I
going?
did. They gave me some saltine crackers on the way, but
And it just fueled it more?
yeah.
Bad we don't have a healer on our team.
Unfortunately, rocking the boat like that definitely made me a little
needs a
more
healer?
nauseous.
Hint, hint,
Oh, shit. Actually,
hint, hint.
I am going to pat him on the back. And then can I use 5 points of lay on hands to cure his vomiting, as if it's a disease.
It's a mental
Well, how does that
disease.
work for ailment? I mean,
I'm just asking if I can.
no.
All right.
No.
Whatever. Sucks to be you.
Damn.
Basically,
He tried.
just a cure for your sickness. Rafu, maybe we should make it to somewhere where the boat doesn't rock so much. Maybe make our way to the middle.
That's a good idea.
Okay. And I'm gonna sort of lead him back towards the door that he
Wait,
entered
wait.
in.
All right, now let's go.
You see Baalz looks over at you, and he's got this big salami stick in his hand, and he's like, what about this, huh, young greenback? He takes a big chew of this greasy, loving meat.
I turned to Eldred. Tell him he would have a salami stick on him.
Yeah. I've got a few questions about balls.
There's plenty more salami where that came from, greenback.
Never leaves home without a salami.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. And then, so when we finally make our way to Jesus Christ, I keep dropping them. As soon as I
Hey,
make
man.
our
You
way
see
to
it.
the
Tripping
door.
over his,
Yeah, the doors are one's at the bow, at the fore part of the vessel, and one's at the aft part. Right, and you guys are standing right at that second door.
Yeah. And as soon as we get nearby, I'm going to check to see if there's anyone close to us that's in like hearing range.
The doors close at this point right
Okay.
now.
But do I see any other ship hands that are sort of in hearing range or?
No, there's one on the starboard side, one on the port side, and Baalz is in the back. The other two deckhands are not topside; they're down below, and the captain's somewhere down below as well.
Okay. So since I see that the captain's missing, I'm not gonna bring us too close to the door, and I'm gonna whisper to Rafu. I saw your face when you came out of those doors. What did you see?
I went into one of the quarters and I saw a chest and I picked out this card. I don't know what it says, but it doesn't look good.
Rafu, is this your first adventure?
Not my first adventure, but first time at sea. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. Don't give away so much information so easily. What did this card look like?
I'm saying that.
Just told me not to give you information.
It's already too late, friend.
All right. And I'll pull out the card and I'll give him a glance, making sure that no one sees it.
Okay.
You go ahead and describe it to him, and just know that it's been painted with blood.
Oh, man.
So,
Some might die.
are there any words on it, or
No, there's no words on it. It's just a picture of what is on the card itself, which
Okay.
is like a
Grim
person that's in a mantis position with like a fire
Like a
emitting
flame?
from its chest with a large entity behind it, and it's just a piece of parchment that has been, the picture itself has been drawn with blood upon it.
okay? Is there like history or arcana that I can roll to see if I know or understand what this means?
It would be an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Yeah.
17.
Fail.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
I'm going to be very cautious with this thing, so I'm not even going to touch it with my hands.
Oh, you haven't
I was
touched it, right?
Yeah,
No, I just pulled
I was
it
like,
out
be-
slightly and
all right.
showed him.
Be very careful with that. Put it away. I don't want to look at it anymore.
Back
And I
underneath
have
my
hands up
loincloth.
to like cover
So
where I'm
yes.
seeing it. This. Why did you take this?
I was trying to see what operated this boat. I wanted to, see who we're on the ship with. Just trying to investigate who these people are.
He's just a curious orc.
You're just a very, very curious orc.
He needs a handler.
I got trust issues, man.
Rafu,
I'm gonna get this guy a collar.
of our sort of fresh members, I think you have the highest likelihood of survival. Stick with me.
Give me your money to hold.
And I'll show you the ropes. But remember this. I'm keeping the secret for you, and you owe me.
Oh.
And then
All
I'm
right.
going to walk away.
As you're walking away, the door behind you opens, and you see one of the two deckhands that's not there.
Roll for initiative.
Sorry. There you are, Greenback. The captain be wanting to have a word with you. She's down in her quarters.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Do I hear this?
Yes, you do.
Can I turn around and follow him in?
I don't know. Make a dex roll to see if you can turn around.
All right.
I'm just joking.
I'm
I
gonna turn
rolled
around.
a turn.
He rolled a turn.
I rolled poorly. No, I actually rolled fine. But
You do turn around. You see
Yeah.
that the deckhand's motioning for raw food.
yeah, I'm going to
follow
try
him.
and follow behind him. And I don't know if the deckhand's going to do anything about it.
He doesn't seem to mind that you're following to a point. As you guys go down the steps, you start going down to the next level down below. You see that the other deckhand is standing outside of the captain's door, and the door is closed. He leads you. The one deckhand leads you up to the door, knocks twice, and opens the door. Get on in there, Greenback. And are you going to follow?
Yeah, I'm going to follow him.
He puts his hand to you. Not you.
You don't want to leave him in here alone.
He'll be fine. Trust me.
It's not him I'm worried about.
She'll be fine. Trust me.
Is she alone?
Aren't we all alone when we die in this world?
Are you planning for her to die? Well,
Everybody's got to die sometime, right?
I mean, I'm not. She
Look,
can handle it herself.
I'll tell you what. We got some really good hard salami in the galley. Let's go have a bite.
Why does everyone love salami on this boat?
You want some salami or what?
Do you have anything other than salami?
Now you got to
Don't
be
everyone
picky.
see.
I mean, I don't want to get scurvy. Do you got oranges?
Oranges?
Anything with
We've
citric
got
acid?
something citrusy in the galley. If,
All right,
if you're so worried about it, I mean, I understand how concerned you should be. You've only been at sea for 6 hours, and I'm sure scurvy's setting upon you at this time.
I haven't been on sea very often. Just show me the way.
I mean, your toenails are already starting to fall off, probably, right? Come on, scurvy boy, let's go find you some oranges. He takes you by the hand and he leads you, and you're walking through. Are you following him?
Yeah.
You're walking through the center corridor of the vessel, and you pass two doors on either side, and you could tell that those are the bunks for the deckhands. Then there's a portion of the ship there are no doors, but there's a panel in the floor, and you walk over the panel, you see two more doors per side, and then you see a far door on the furthest end that's up at the bow of the ship. And he opens that door up, and you can see the galley. There's like a large wooden table that's nailed to the deck. There's a bench there and whatnot, and there's a bowl of fruit sitting in the middle of the table. There's meats hanging from hooks that are just dangling, from side to side. There's wine wine bottles are jammed up in the rafters to keep them from flying out and stuff. He's like, "Help yourself there. What do you think you're gonna need?" Oranges, right? Right.
Yes.
Okay. Can
Do
I
you have
peel
any
it for you?
limes?
Tricky dog, you. No limes.
All right. Well, it's fine. I'll help myself. Is there a plate? Do I need to? Fuck it. I just go and
nobody
I
uses
grab some
plates?
salami off the hooks.
I'm sorry, my liege.
And
we don't
I
use
slam it
plates.
under the table. And I grab an orange, slam that on.
You see under the orange, there's a lime.
Okay. I grab another one. And then I grab just the entire bottle of wine and I bring it with me.
Okay.
And
You start drinking the wine?
yes.
Okay.
That's what I start with.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a minute then. Rafu, you enter the room and you see the captain has her back to you. And she's just kind of looking out the back window of her cabin, which is just over the headboard. And as you're looking through the room, you see that the box that the card was in is open. And she's just kind of looking outside. And she says, without turning around, "I seem to have misplaced something. I don't suppose you might know anything about a certain card that is no longer where it is."
Card? What card?
Never mind. It would seem that it has found a new master to serve. She turns around and she kind of looks at you, and She makes her way to the dresser and gently closes the box. However, in exchange for my crew not splitting you open from neck to navel and feeding your friends to the engine that runs this ship, there's something I would ask of you. And she gently rests a clawed hand on you, looking at you with her one good eye.
Is it not to throw up on the side of the boat?
A task to perform for me when we get to the island.
I will perform that task.
I thought you might see that.
I wish I was there. Then I could say tip number 2: ask for everything you need to do.
You see there,
Even Ruby knows better.
there's an old burial site on the island. Deep inside this tomb, there's a certain artifact. It's known as a tangent vessel. Contained within it is the essence of Maddox Kylex, a colleague of mine. I need that vessel.
What do you need it for?
She kind of rubs her cheekbone underneath her missing eye, where the patch kind of seems to be wearing it, because it's a bargaining chip that can be used with the free traders conglomerate. The essence is of a man that once was the terror of the seas. He was once head of the free traders, in fact, as well as the previous owner of the Fire Anvil. I would like the tangent vessel to ensure he will never return, because until I have it in my possession, I can never be certain he will not return.
Is there anything else you would want in return? Other than...
Oh, no. You don't... You strike me as a man, a very curious man, are you not?
I'll give you a mean shoulder rub if
If
that will please you.
After he accepted the job.
What else can I do for you?
I've always got balls on top of me for my shoulder rub.
I would imagine him and his salami.
Does Baalz even fly that way? That's my first question.
I think Baalz doesn't discriminate. Okay, he's 20.
All right,
He's 2018 living
I mean,
in
when you're a Minotaur, you can't be picky.
whatever this is. He
Hey.
woke. Baalz is
So
woke.
she kind of like turns away from you again and says, as for the tomb itself, it's believed to be the burial site of one of the island's gods. It was known as a predator god. But be warned that there are many tangent vessels sequestered in this tomb. Each container contains one who is indebted to this predator god, because it was through deep worship of this god that they each granted their desires. You should be able to identify Maddox's vase by a lone finger resting in the bottom of it. Bring it to me, and I will call this little infraction aboard my ship forgiven. As for the card that you seem to know nothing about, do you want to know what it is about, my green friend?
Yes.
Yes. Because I've already used it once in my time. At that kind of, she kind of like chuckles to herself like an inside joke.
Well, you lost your eye?
Are you making fun of my birthmark?
No. Maybe. No.
Definitely no.
Don't start getting
Definitely no.
freaky with your pie hole right now, young man. She begins to tell you it's the card known as the Vizier.
The busy who?
The Vizier. During times of extreme stress, if you can find it in yourself to quiet yourself to a moment of meditation, if there's a question you need answered, a direction you need known, or something that is plaguing your mind for an answer, rub the card, and it shall be known to you.
Through meditation?
However you barbarians meditate, I don't know if it's at the back of a sheep or what you do to meditate.
Through vigorous
Shots
rubbing.
fired.
Anyways, so I can assume that you'll be taking care of this little task for me, yes?
Yes, I will.
Good. Then let's speak no more of it. And let's just enjoy the rest of this trip. By the way, please send the little halfling down to me.
What did Ruby do?
I'll send her down.
Ruby,
Captain.
You've been called to the principal's office.
That's what I feel like.
The captain, she takes one of her heeled boots and raps on the floor 3 times, and the door opens, and one of the deckhands, come on, green gills. Let's get you topside before you blow it out in here, too. And he leads you up topside. And you go back in the fresh air, salt air just blazing in your face.
So I'll go fetch Ruby.
Ruby's up front at the bow of the ship with Edinger, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Ruby, the captain must have a word with you.
Hey, Rafu. Oh, what's it about?
She didn't tell me, but don't stare at her eye.
Okay. Would you mind walking with me to the cabin?
I'll get you as far as I can. But at the door, they'll probably won't let me in.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll learn what this is about. Are you gonna be okay on your own, Edinger?
Yes, but please, hurry back. I need someone of a stout heart to be by my side.
That's very specific.
Make an insight check.
18 on the die. Insight plus 2, 20.
You can tell he's a very capable man, but he's trying to help relax you.
Okay.
And make you feel better about what you've done and what you've had to go through the past,
Okay.
day or so.
So, good person.
Yes.
If I could draw a thumbs up, I would. I'm just looking up. That doesn't look like one. Okay.
Yeah,
like
don't
jail
mess up
bars.
a thumbs up.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
something
God,
completely
no.
different.
It does.
They should make an emoticon of that or something, or emoji or whatever.
Emoji.
Yeah, emoji.
Yeah, we're just going to forget about that. Thank God this isn't
Calls
on.
it that.
That's before emojis were emoticons.
You know what, man? You're lucky I'm even saying what I say. Give me a break.
All right. So Ruby walks with Rafu across the deck.
Okay. So you guys head down to the door that leads to the aft portion of the vessel, and you see the hallway that leads down. Do you follow her below decks?
I'll follow her below decks.
Okay. You see that the guards are no longer positioned outside of the door. I guess during the time that you had gone topside, they had
Moved up.
they made their way up, and they're now milling about, making sure that whatever Vratislav had cleaned, they kind of dirty up a little bit, kind of like this hazing deal.
That's so unfair. He's the only one working.
Baalz is all, don't forget to fuck that one up too.
You missed a spot.
Jerks.
So, Ruby, you head towards the captain's quarters, and you're still down in that quarter, right?
Yeah, I'm just waiting outside the doors.
Okay, let's take a moment. You are in the galley, Eldin, drinking away, having a great time. Let's make a constitution check.
Oh, sweet.
God.
20.
20.
Nice.
You are on your second bottle of this hard cider, and you're just having a great time. Seems a little weak to you. Maybe it's because you're filling yourself up so much with the citrus and salami. One hell of a combo. But you're just taking it in stride. I mean, you got your feet up on the table at this point. This is your galley.
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do? You want to do anything while you're in the galley?
I'm alone in here, right?
Right now you are.
Is
Everybody
there
else is
anything else
topside.
in the galley other than the foods?
Just salted meats. There is large cisterns of water to help aid with that. There's
Salami, of course.
a lot of meats, a lot of fruit, onions, things like that. Things that would keep or try to
Okay.
do their best to keep for a while. That's about it. Just pantry type items.
Okay, there's only 2 minor things that I'd be doing in here. I'd be checking the wines to see their sort of vintage.
Okay,
And then,
none of them are labeled. You know, in fact, they all look like they might have had the cork in and out of them several times, even though they're full.
oh, okay.
You know,
You're just reusing bottles.
right?
And then the last thing I want to do is sort of play around with my loaded dice to see
Okay.
how they fare on the seas.
Okay,
And that's about it.
Raleigh.
Yes. I'm just walking around the deck, doing some chores.
Doing some chores. You buddying up with any of the deckhands or any of your fellow teammates or?
I eventually make my way downstairs, find wherever they're keeping their food.
Okay, you're down in the galley with Eldin. Vratislav. Seems that everywhere that you go, once you clean someplace, whatever place you recently cleaned, doesn't seem to be as clean as it once was just a few moments ago. And you kind of hear the deckhands kind of snickering. This guy's great. I love this guy. Wait till we borrow his teeth. He's going to lose all that shit tonight.
All right, at that point, I turn to Baalz and say, look, I've been doing my best. Your guys are messing with me way too much.
Get up here, Ranger.
I make my way up there, and as I make my way up there, say, I heard about, maybe some gaming later. When does that normally happen?
Oh, once the sun starts going down and the stars start popping.
And what time is it now?
It's probably about 3:30 right now.
Okay.
But
So
the time of the year, it should be going down in about another 3 hours, 4 hours right now. So
All
you
right.
still got some time.
Well, I make my way up to Baalz, up by the helm.
Help him. He's all, you didn't bitch, you didn't moan. Had you cleaning all kinds of crap. Get over here, Ranger. I want you to take the helm for a while.
Yes.
So he kind of shows you small moves, Ranger. Small moves. He pats you on the back real hard, and he kind of steps off to the side and lets you take the helm.
Dad's teaching you to drive, man.
It is, yes.
Don't worry though.
You just work the gas and brake. I'll keep us straight.
Right now, just keep us straight. Well, I'll tell you where we're going to be going pretty soon. Ruby,
Oh dear.
you stand before an open door.
I walk in.
Ah, yes, the little halfling.
Yay.
Please come in.
I do.
Close the door behind you.
Is there somewhere to sit?
There's a big luxurious bed. It's like got these
Just a
real
bed. No chair.
no chairs.
No. I stand.
There's a foot chest at the base of the bed if you want to jump up on that. That's fine.
No. Too intimate still.
You don't wish to sit down, my little friend?
Oh, I'm good for right now. It doesn't seem like.
Well, it really
anywhere
doesn't
to
require
sit.
you sitting down what I've called you down here for. Anyways, I'll have it now. And she extends her hand.
You'll have what now?
Surely you must have it, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm looking at her like she's crazy.
Make a history check.
19 on the die, and I think I'm proficient. I'm proficient, so that will be a 22.
It suddenly dawns on you that you are in possession of the nautical map that was given to you back at the Seekers Foundation.
Oh, that's right. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously.
Well, my little friend, if you ever want to get to the island of the damned, I suggest you produce what'll get us there. Go on, be gone now, little child. Little
Wait,
friend.
no, I have questions. Hold on a second.
I really must clean out this eye socket. It gets the most sticky gum at sea in it.
You're more than welcome to clean it in front of me.
She peels off this patch, and you just see like it's just completely hollowed out. There's like a black ichor that is in the hole itself. She gets in there with a cloth and kind of
Ruby's
cleans it
kind of
out.
like making gagging, but she's trying not to. Like,
And pink eyes.
I believe
oh.
I believe I have something here. Would you please hold this napkin for me? And she just kind of like drops it on in your direction, hoping that you'll catch it.
Ruby wants to be so polite that she actually tries to catch it.
Okay, make a reflex check. Let's try to catch this sucker.
Oh God,
Please fail, right?
I'm rolling pretty darn good. Acrobatics.
What
What do you want?
do you got in there? Yeah, you do acrobatics.
That'll be a 14.
Okay, you catch this thing.
Oh God, she actually
side
like
up.
shudders. Like
And she's like, oh, I think I got it. Please hand it back to me now.
she does.
And she takes it
Drops
from your hand and finishes cleaning, puts the eye patch back on.
The faces Ruby is
You're,
making. She's
you're
just-
quite a good sport. And she turns around to face you. Now, you had something to ask me, little one.
Yeah. She's trying to compose herself right now, just a little unnerved. What in particular are you looking for? I mean, I mean, you're not steering the ship anyways.
No, my balls, he knows where to take us.
She's
He
in
goes,
on
you're
that,
what?
though.
He knows how to
You're
pilot
what?
this ship. Oh, my Minotaur, topside.
Stole my heart.
He knows how to pilot the ship, but we're playing the long game here, right? We need to know where we're going.
That's true.
Do you not have a map to get us there?
I
Because Edinger told me when we were down in the galley, when we first brought you aboard, he said you had the map.
Edinger told you that?
Oh, Edinger and I, we go back a long way. And she kind of looks distantly in the distance. She's like, that scamp. He's got hound's blood in him, I tell you.
Again, she shudders. And
Anyways,
she like, just, oh, God.
she looks back at you. The map, please.
Can I? She starts itchy. She starts backing up to out of the cabin.
The door's
And,
closed, by the way.
Well, she starts reaching for like behind her. She's trying to stealthily like reach for the knob.
The door opens, and you see two of the deckhands again. Can I help you with that doorknob, little missy?
Rafu,
Yes? What's going on in there?
She appeared to need some help with the doorknob.
I do, Rafu. I
Oh.
need help.
Here, move aside. I'll give her a hand.
I literally stick
try to
out
get
my
in the
hands.
way.
and
Look at the captain, and the captain just kind of nods, and they clear out of the way.
Rafu, Ruby sticks out her hand to Rafu,
I'll grab her hand and yank her out of the room. Let's go.
and she's like clenching on it, like a little bit terrified.
You didn't mention
You hear this
her eye, did
laughter.
you?
As you guys are running up the stairs, you hear this laughter behind you. Just like they're just totally having a blast with you, newbies.
So she gets out of the cabin with Rafu, and Ruby would like take a second to compose herself, and so she takes a few deep breaths, looks at Rafu. Where's Edinger?
I think he's still in the front of the boat.
Can you go find him?
I'll do my best.
No, not Edinger. I'm sorry. Yeah, Edinger. Yeah. Sorry. Well, let's go find him. We need to talk to him.
So we make our way. I'll make my way up there, see if I can find him.
Vratislav, you are at the helm still, and Baalz looks at you and sees a little perturbed. What the hell's that damn map? He takes one of his hooven feet and he cranks it down on the deck, and you hear from below, I don't have it yet, Baalz. She's being difficult. Just get Edinger to give it to us. Stay the course, Ranger. And he starts moving forward of the ship. Meanwhile, you two are in the galley at this time still.
Eldin, are you drunk?
No.
Let's check that. Let's see if you're drunk, Eldin.
Yes.
Yeah, he's hammered.
He
Been here
is.
for what? 7 hours?
I got a 9.
You got a 9. Well, the DC was going to drop each time, so eventually you would have been there.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're completely feeling good at this point.
I walk up to the table. Is it good though?
Yeah, I slam it in front of him.
Yeah, why?
Her.
Let's go for
Oh,
it.
yeah, her. Shit.
I drink it.
Okay. How many drinks? A long pull, hard pull?
I just drink like a sip, kind of just a small drink, just to see how it tastes.
It's like fire water, but it has just a tint of citrus in it, like a hint. Sorry, not a tint. It has a hint of citrus in it.
Sorry, that
Almost,
was a bit of back.
I was just
almost like a lime.
I keep drinking. This isn't the worst I've ever had.
No. After the second bottle gets pretty good.
I'm sure it does. I drink a little bit more and put it back down.
Oh no, you can keep that one. And then I go and I grab another one.
I look up and see all the meats hanging from the walls. Holy cow, that's a lot of sausage.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I go and grab some
Yeah.
of the sausage and salami and
Baalz must lose his shit in here.
oh my goodness, yes. I just take the largest salami I can find.
Now we know what Rally likes.
So
Great.
So Baalz
Yes,
finds
on
his
the boat.
way to Edinger, where Rafu and Ruby have made their way.
What's
Edinger, Yes, my old friend, what can I do for you? I thought you said we were going to get the map. We can't get you to your destination without it. He sees Rafu and Ruby walk up, and he looks down at the little one. Ruby, why would you keep that from these people?
I have my reason.
Is there a reason to hope that Tobin doesn't survive this?
I have a bad feeling, and then
I have a bad feeling, and you stopped me from swinging my hammer all day. I'm on board this fucking boat now.
Well, you don't need to take it out on me.
Well, can't we just get this over with? It doesn't have to be something such a big deal. Just give Baalz the map so we can get there, get this cursed item, and get back home.
I feel uncomfortable about this.
Explain to me, little one. And he takes a knee right next to you, so he's looking eye to eye with you.
I just don't trust the captain.
She and I have been through quite a bit together.
So I've heard.
He looks off in the distance. Yeah,
I've
she's
heard.
got hound's blood in her.
Again, the shudder.
She can be trusted. Believe me, there was a time I could only count my friends on one finger, and she was that one.
Reluctantly, she pulls it out and hands it to Anger.
Thank you, little one. He rises up to his full height and hands it over you to the Minotaur. He then takes it, heads back to the wheel, and he looks at Vratislav and says, now we can make some headway. And he unfurls this map. Set the course. Mark us 1 point. Blah, blah, blah. See that dragon on the end of the map? We want to head that way. So you got a big compass right ahead of the navigation wheel. And he kind of tells you the direction where you need to be heading. So it's a minor course alteration, but not too bad. But he's letting you make it. So why don't you go ahead and make a...
Survival.
Yeah, let's make a check.
Sweet. That is 18.
18. This vessel splits the water so smoothly you couldn't even tell it was still moving. The water just completely knifed, and you get this odd sense that it almost accelerated under your feet. And yet all you did was make a minor course correction. But for some reason, it seemed to pick up speed. He's all, you're getting the hang of this. We might have to keep you on board.
Appears I am, and that's weird. There's, as far as I can tell, no means of propulsion on this thing.
Nothing moves without something, dog. Salami. Takes up,
Okay.
Powered by salami?
Salami.
I just say
Salami
okay
powered.
and just keep the course.
This boat won't go anywhere without processed meats.
So the sun's starting to set a little low. You guys have been
True source
been on
of
the
power.
yeah. It's been going for about 2 hours now. Same course. Sun's starting to come down a little bit, and they start lighting torches around the ship. And once all the chores are done and all the duties have been handled, Baalz kind of gets in the center of the deck and says, "All right, boys, let's break out some gambling. What'd
I
you
would
get
like
the
to
last port of call?"
I would like to note I stopped drinking about 2 hours ago.
I did not.
You would still be
Okay.
drunk.
Yeah.
So you're now hammered. Let's see what kind of residual after effects have hanging on to you.
For Eldin.
14.
14. So you've been able to absorb most of this alcohol. So you still feel a little loopy, but it hasn't made you
Okay.
incapacitated.
I stumble onto the top deck, singing very poorly my bad interpretations of sea shanties.
All right, I like that. Okay, so they start breaking out the dice. All right, who wants to lose something?
What are we losing?
You're first. So you're still at the helm, right?
I am, but as I hear them wanting to come gamble, I kind of look around to see if there's someone that can take my spot.
The Dragonborn's kind of looking around. He doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. If you want to holler down to him.
I call out to the Dragonborn, hey, I want to get on this gambling. Come take the helm for me.
He looks at Baalz, and Baalz kind of nods his approval. So he goes ahead and heads up there and relieves you from the wheel.
You have been relieved.
You have been relieved.
And I
Ruby,
make
are
my
you
way down,
gambling?
yeah.
No, but Ruby's watching.
Rafu, what are you doing?
Rafu's going to gather around and watch. He's not much of a gambler.
Okay. So we got Vratislav and Eldin,
And Rally.
and Rally is going to
Rally.
gamble
Oh,
too.
man.
So you'll be gambling with disadvantage.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
I
Okay.
am so hammered right now.
So it's a simple bet. This is all you do. You take the die, and you hurl it out, and you add it up, and you re-roll 1.
Okay, sounds simple enough.
How many die?
But you won't get to re-roll any.
Okay.
So just 3 d6s.
Let's get out some of these dices.
On Vegas die.
Wait, what's the stakes? What are you guys betting?
Oh yeah, let's. He pulls out this silver necklace that has like an amulet in the middle of it, and he just plops it down.
I reach into my coin purse and just get a handful of coins.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure how much I bet. Let's find out. 8 silver.
Okay. That's it? All right, that's fine. What about you, sissy boy? You with the brooch.
Oh, what? Oh, you're talking to me.
Which- Ante up there, kitty.
I'm gonna pull out 1 gold coin. Throw it out there.
Ranger, that you've been properly relieved.
I as well pull out 1 gold coin and lay it down.
Fire these off, boys.
I think I lost.
We gotta reroll.
I got 12.
How many do we get to reroll?
1.
It's just
What?
highest roller.
We're going for low roll, right?
High roll, dingy.
7 high.
14.
You are high. What?
No, I'm drunk.
You got 14?
Yep.
The 7 win, that's half of 14.
What do you got over there, Vrat?
12.
He pushes the pile towards you.
Scoop it all.
We're
up.
doing teams. Me and the Ranger versus you dogs.
I think
Oof.
that might be fair. You might need to get a third person actually.
I'm not doing that.
Oh man.
He pulls out this brooch out of his pocket and he lays it down. Looks like a scarab. Like a blue scarab made
Ooh.
of blue metal.
Wait,
That's fancy.
do I have a chance to really investigate this amulet he put out there?
Not currently, no.
Not currently?
Not this time.
All right, I'm not gonna put it out there immediately.
So you guys are going to partner up against us? Is that okay?
I think that's a good idea.
I
got
don't think
this.
it's a great idea.
I'm good. See, I've been drinking this, whatever's in this bottle. It might be just a different kind of alcohol. I'm not quite sure.
I know what it is.
And I ante 5 silver out of my bag.
So you
It
guys
might be
agree to
gold, I'm
team
not
up?
Sure.
All right, fine.
Okay. You're at a disadvantage too now.
All right. Wait.
Oh,
So do I have to ante anything on this too? Just one
Of
gold
course
piece?
you do,
One,
Vrat.
one gold piece.
All right.
How about? Wait a minute. I'm not even done talking to the guy. Don't roll yet.
What? Roll? Okay.
They've already left the shoot.
Oh man. Fuck, I'm screwed.
14.
Ooh, we lost.
He rakes it in. Here you go, Vrod.
Does a 4 win?
Not even close.
Somewhere in some hemisphere, perhaps. Maybe where they're from, the little halflings with their half numbers.
Oh, you're right.
So you're up on the deck.
I'm sure lowest
correct?
wins there.
I'm
Yeah,
like
I'm
front
on
row
the deck.
watching.
Okay. You guys make perception checks that are up on the deck by Edinger, and I'll make one for him as well.
Perception.
So what I win on that, a gold piece?
You won a gold
Well,
piece
he threw
plus
something at him.
plus the scarab. Bro.
Yeah, he
No,
just
we're
like
on our team.
I just gave it to you though. He just slides it off
And
to
you
you.
won 5 silver from Rally.
that's a 3 for Rafu.
3?
He's having a
0.5.
good time watching these
No.
guys play.
I also had to put in something. So
7.
just double that
7.
up.
7?
So 1 gold.
Okay. You notice that the clouds are starting to come down a little. One more time. Let's keep on going. I'm having a great time taking all your coin. What are you throwing out there? Another 8?
I put in 8 gold on accident.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He puts in 3, but he stacks it at an odd angle so it looks like it's more there than it is.
When
I'm putting
Ruby
in nothing and
sees-
pretending I was part of his 8 gold.
When Ruby sees Rally put that, she goes,
I'm going to make a perception check to see if he
doing?
notices
No,
that.
I got this. We're good. I'm gonna win.
20.
I feel lucky.
I thought we were playing as a team.
That's right. So put your half of the fucking gold in.
All right,
Please.
I throw in 1 gold.
There you go.
I match his.
It's a little better.
Oh. Oh. 7.
12.
14.
9.
Are you cheating?
No.
Are you cheating?
No, I have a lot of
I'm
practice.
just messing with you.
We win.
We did it.
He slides it over to you and kind of like hooks a couple of his 3. He hooks his 3 gold pieces as he slides it over and brings it back. Let's just see if you catch him with
Okay.
it.
I don't think Rally's going to catch that whatsoever.
I have disadvantage. I can do this.
I'm also very bad at this. 17.
You catch him.
I don't catch it.
You see.
That's a 10.
Balls. Come on.
It would have been no fun if I hadn't
Let it out.
tried. He throws it across.
Yeah.
People up on deck make another perception check.
What's my half of the winnings then?
It was 3 apiece.
Yeah, I give him 1.
14.
17.
Okay.
And
That's fine.
Edinger's got a 19. At the same time, you and the
I
old
don't
man
think that's a
see
fair
something
bet. I bet 8.
That is true.
coming in on
I give you your portion
coming
back.
in on the horizon.
Well, I took it back.
Yeah.
You see something below the horizon, like
Okay.
below the clouds, and it looks like something that's pointing out of the water a little bit. But Rafu sees something in front of the thing that's poking out of the water, and it appears to be making very rapid speed towards you. And Edinger sees that it's not just one thing, but 2 things.
Ruby looks up towards Rafu and Edinger and says, do you see something coming out of the water?
Yes. I don't think it's coming out of the water, but what you see up there appears to be a piece of land jutting from the water.
Jetting from the... Wait, what?
Yes. It would appear to be some kind of a landmass. As for those 2 dots moving at a very rapid pace towards us, I can't be certain, but they are moving very quickly.
Can you be certain of what?
Of what they are.
Should we need to break up this game.
Yes, I agree. Go down there.
Celebrating.
Go down there.
Dancing around in circles.
Advise them. Tell them to wake the captain.
Ruby comes frantically into the room that they're playing and goes, guys, there's something approaching. We need to get up on deck.
Yeah, it's my rule. I'm winning.
No, maybe Rally
Shut
should
up, little
sleep
one.
it off.
Rafu
No, I'm
makes
not
down.
joking.
As she's making a commotion, is there anything on the table I can try and swipe?
Did you guys leave any of your coins out?
No.
Then there's
Okay.
nothing out there, yeah. Because we lost it all. We just gave it all to
Yeah.
them, other than the coins you
There's an
took from the
empty
last.
bottle.
So what are you doing?
glass 'em.
What do you do while you go down there?
Rafu makes his way down, tries to get the captain. Captain!
So
you see something in the
you're
horizon.
down in the decks, right?
Yes.
So her door's closed. There's a guard posted out there.
I'll
He's
tell
all,
him and-
What are you doing? The captain's be getting a shut eye. You like that? Getting shut eye?
Very
Anyways,
comical.
yeah,
But this-
whatever.
Been working on that one
This
for
is
a while.
important.
You know, it's getting used all the time with all the deckhands. It's not even funny anymore.
Get a hold of yourself. Wake up the captain. There's something on the horizon.
What's this you say?
Is there something on the horizon?
Is it the sun?
No, you fool. The sun's gone down.
Tell you what, if I wake her up and we don't see something.
Edinger sent me.
He bangs on the door. Yes, what is it? Captain, I think there's something you'd be wanting to see out here. Without hesitation, the door almost immediately opens. Oh, there is something I want to see out here. Hello, Rafu.
Another way to pay that debt.
Oh, my.
Don't get drunk around her.
Hound's blood.
I don't know about your hound's blood, Captain, but there's something on the horizon you need to see. You need to make your way up. Up on
As she
deck.
starts, she just shoulders past you and she reaches into a pouch that's hanging from her side. And as she crests the top of the stairs, you see her whip out this telescope and run up to the backside of the boat where the helm is at, and she looks in the direction at the, she's starting to sweep across from the starboard side all the way around the vessel. You give her better direction, or
Oh, sorry. Thought you were telling me something. Towards the front, starboard side. Well, actually, you didn't even tell us where it was at. It was just in the front of the boat.
yeah,
towards the
from
horizon
direction
line.
you guys are heading. Yeah.
Next to
So
the
she
landmass.
sweeps this lens across towards its facing the bow, and you see her looking as she kind of drops the front of it. Arm the basilisks. Sorry. Arm the dragons. No. Arm the ballistas. Be prepared. We're going to have company.
Woohoo, company.
She looks at Baalz.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
I see 2 blue drakes on the horizon.
No, that's not a good thing.
Uh-oh.
They're
Only
not
this
on board. Oh, well, are they
with
on?
vessels.
You guys are on top of the.
Yes.
They're on deck.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of the ship, I think.
Have you guys noticed? Have they noticed that Captain?
No.
Okay.
Baalz then runs around screaming at his men. Be prepared! Be prepared! Attack is imminent! I don't expect to see many of you survive this, and to be honest with you, I don't care. I don't know half your names. But fight for me and my captain. And these guys as well. And that's where we'll end it.
Oh, fuck.
Dun, dun,
I get to fight drunk. I need to write that down so I don't forget.
Shit.
What's that, the
Rally.
vino?
Luckily, I
Drunk.
was
got 2
so
drunk
cold
people in here.
sober.
Vratislav, you're going to have to be piloting this thing.
I was gonna shout out like,
I got
Captain.
Welcome back. Take one. Fuck up. I'm just going to let it go, man. We'll let it go. All right. We're going to keep it. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. I'm your trusted DM, Brian, and with me are my Hard Slingers. Woo! Yeah, on my left, I got Jessica, Mike. Sorry, Eric, Mike. Tush.
I've been playing with these
Junior.
people for like 3 years.
All right, you know what?
That dude.
We're going to start
that
this
dude,
all over again one more
person,
time.
That guy.
Yeah,
This
you.
guy with the hair.
That fucking guy.
And then our faithful DM. I can't remember our actual
Yeah.
names.
All right, we're going to do this again.